just wanted to get on to something you wanted to talk about anyway, and that is the Daily Telegraph's Bush Summit, the third annual Bush Summit they're having. You talked about that move to the regions. We've seen that over the pandemic period where there's been a real push, I think, of course, accelerated by technology, the ease of technology working remotely. Is that creating pressure in some parts of the country, or is it all full of opportunities?
Oh, look, it's definitely creating pressure. I couldn't possibly not be transparent about it, Chris. And we, for the first time in rural and regional New South Wales, we have a real issue with housing because everybody's everybody's sort of realised how fabulous it is to live where all of us do. And I think with COVID, it's brought that opportunity, and it's been particularly great for women because it's actually allowed flexibility and it's allowed possibilities for women that perhaps, had chosen to live where they do but hadn't sort of been able to pursue jobs that were based in the city that are now able to do that. We do see in a lot of places much better Wi-Fi connection, much better opportunity. A lot of places not so good, like my farm. But I think those opportunities are really coming through. And, yes, there's pressure on the system and the services, but this has been happening for a while in the regions. I think people have been really seeing that it's a fabulous place to live. It's a wonderful place to bring up your family. It is such an incredible thing to bring your children up in a country town and in a community where people really care about each other. And things are going ahead so quickly. You look at places like Orange and Wagga and Tamworth and, my Cooma, where I'm from. I'm actually from Nimmitabel, just out of Cooma. But what Snowy 2.0 has done in our community in terms of job opportunity, in terms of all of those things. And with that, brings different people to our schools. It brings bigger numbers, so it brings more teachers. It brings, all of those sorts of services that are really exciting for us. And it's a really wonderful place to live, and people are actually realising that, and particularly now since COVID. So it's a really exciting time for the regions.
Good stuff. Good to have to deal with some growing pains in the regions. Thanks for joining us, Bronnie.
Yeah, thanks so much. Have a great evening. Thanks for having me.